Qualcomm launched its new top-of-the-line mobile platform processor, Snapdragon 845 on 11th of December 2017. It has some major upgraded with loads of new features. Qualcomm has worked on every aspect of its predecessor Snapdragon 835 and redesigned it to enhance security, battery life and the overall performance of smartphones. Next year smartphones will come with Snapdragon 845. Some companies have already made an announcement that Snapdragon 845 will be used in Xiaomi's next flagship device. According to Qualcomm, their test shows at least 25% increase in the performance of Snapdragon 845 as compared to its predecessor Snapdragon 835. Also, new chipset will result in 30% more battery life than Snapdragon 835. In a complete redesign, Snapdragon 845 is the first mobile platform on which Qualcomm has added a physically separate processor called Secure Processing Unit to store biometric scans in order to make devices more secure. Some of the feature highlights of Snapdragon 845. With Spectra 280, Snapdragon 845 has the ability to capture 4K video in HDR at up to 60 frames per second. And can also shoot slow-mo 720p video at 480 frames per second and 240 frames per second 1080p video. That's a big upgrade for recording enthusiasts. In still photography section, Spectra 280 ISP can perform multi-frame noise reduction on 16-megapixel images at 60 frames per second. It also have a wider color gamut and 10-bit color depth which translates to 64 times as many color shades as before. Improved performance and graphics through Adreno 630. The Qualcomm fit in new Adreno 630 GPU in its flagship Snapdragon, which is both 30% faster and 30% more power efficient than the Snapdragon 835's Adreno 540. This will come in handy for graphics-intense applications like Gear VR or Google Daydream. With Qualcomm's new multi-view rendering, the Snapdragon 845 should be able to hit 120 FPS at 2K x 2K resolutions. The new Snapdragon has performance improvement of around 25 to 30% over current Snapdragon 835. For performance boost, it has 8 new Cryo 385 CPU cores, which features 4 A75 cores that run at up to 2.8 GHz and 4 A55 efficiency cores to take care of less intense tasks and increase battery life. Evolved AI and machine learning. The Snapdragon 845, Qualcomm has enhanced AI-based visual recognition with the Hexagon 685 digital signal processor. The previous version was able to handle traditional image processing and sensor for fingerprint, iris, and face scanners for phones. The Hexagon 685 is more efficient in terms that it analyze and identify objects seen by your phone's camera. Faster battery charging. With Quick Charge 4 Plus, Snapdragon is capable of charging your phone to 50% in just 15 minutes of time. That means more time for the device to be off the wall. Faster Wi-Fi and upcoming gigabit LTE. The Snapdragon 845 has Qualcomm's latest X20 LTE modem, which supports speeds up to 1.2 Gbps, along with 802.11 ad Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0 tuned specifically to make wireless earbuds work better. This makes upcoming transition to 5G networks, which promises gigabit bandwidth, a reality through which enables high-quality streaming. Separate security chip. Snapdragon 845 is more accurately a system-on-a-chip, or SoC. The Snapdragon 845 is Qualcomm's first SoC to have an SPU, or Secure Processing Unit. It has a new subsystem designed to protect data of your fingerprints, iris, mobile payments, SIM. Earliest possible implementation of new Snapdragon 845 chip into our devices may not be before mid-next year. We have to wait little extra to see how the big market giants can leverage the Snapdragon 845 capabilities. 2018 is going to be an exciting year for sure. Which topic you want us to cover next? Share your thoughts in the comment section.